Hey, welcome to the channel. Just bought this F250 7.3 Godzilla to hopefully repair. Looks pretty bad. Let's see, get a closer look at the damage and see kind of what it needs. Alright, so on the cosmetic side, needs this fender right here, doors, A-pillar got pushed in pretty bad, along with the glass. Back glass busted out too. Got a kink right here, more like a tear. This pushed in pretty badly. Needs some cab work for sure, if not a new cab. Bed got hit pretty hard. All the skin is ripped off. Got damage on the inside, inner structure. Rear bumper, both ends completely gone. Tailgate, tail lights. At least that's on the back. Hood got a little bit of damage right here. This fender also has quite a bit of damage. Windshield obviously has even more damage right here. This bull bar, I'm going to just get rid of it, probably resell it. I have no interest in keeping it, and it is damaged anyway. Can't tell if the front bumper got hit too bad. It's missing some moldings, but might have a little bit of damage. I think it might be repairable, so we're not entirely sure about that. Just need to take this off and get a closer look. I think this wheel might be good. Not sure about that either. Just need to kind of see if it's straight or not. It has some scratches right here. Both of these tires are completely messed up. You get 2 new tires for it. Running board kind of scratched up. I don't know, maybe it's repairable. We'll see. It does start. I don't want to start it because the drive shaft is missing and it is leaking quite a bit of oil out of there. But everything does come to life. Try to turn it on. There we go. Yeah, everything powers on. Has a nice screen. Not a bad spec. Obviously, it's a Lariat. Doesn't have a sunroof, which honestly I prefer. Not to mention, if I'm going to be swapping the cab, it's a lot better for it to not have a sunroof. This is all pushed in right over here in this corner. Other than that, interior is pretty good. No airbags deployed. Makes it just a little bit easier. But now, let's go ahead and hop underneath and get a closer look at some of the undercarriage damage, some of the suspension damage, and just kind of so we can get a taste of what we're looking at. Alright, just got my piece of cardboard under here, just so I don't get too dirty. Alright, so under here looks pretty bad. So both leaf springs are obviously shot. The axle is bent. It's hard to see on camera, but it is. This end is bent a little bit, so most likely I'll just get a new axle for it. Drive shaft is completely ripped out and gone. So it needs almost all the rear suspension, leaf springs, rear axle, and then it'll need the drive shaft as well, the shocks. Exhaust is maybe good. I don't know. I think it has a little bit of damage on it. Going to the front. I did start it recently, forgetting there was no drive shaft and it leaked oil everywhere. So, just something to point out. That's why that cardboard is there. I don't know if the frame is damaged. I think it might be fine, but only one way to tell. I just need to measure it out later on. one of these days and make sure that it's not bent anywhere. Hopefully not, that would be pretty unfortunate. But let me go ahead and go over to the front. We'll just kind of briefly go over that. Alright, let's hop under here. Get a quick glance. Alright, so this brace right here, there's a fat kink in it right there. So this is gonna have to be replaced. A little bit of damage right there, I don't know. So yeah, I hope the front axle isn't bent, but who knows, maybe it is. I'm gonna have to check on that. But yeah, this piece is completely bent. I honestly wasn't expecting that because that side is hit. And now we have this piece over here being all bent up. Other than that, I think it's alright. That's really the only damage is this. Probably some stuff in the front, some of the bars are bent. Just gonna have to go over that individually and see what's going on there. Just let's jump over there. Kinda see what's going on in the very front. Hard to see. But yeah, here the sway bar looks to be okay. I don't know about the other bars. I think they're fine. I think. But I'm not sure. We'll have to kind of see later on what's going on. Yeah, I think that bar bent because this wheel got struck. Front one. So yeah. Front end didn't take any hits at all. I mean, besides the fenders, of course. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. Kind of see what's going on under there. Alright, 7.3. It's pretty big motor right here. So other than a bunch of aftermarket stuff, I'm going to be removing all this additional wiring because I don't want to keep that on. Everything looks pretty good. It looks really clean, really well maintained. Can't complain. Aprons look good. Something may have gone in here and started chewing some loose material. But yeah, engine looks really good. Everything's still holding fluid, like the coolant, oil, power steering fluid, everything's still up and on the right levels. So that's a good sign, at least for me. I looked at the radiator, doesn't look like anything's leaking or got hit, so I think I got pretty lucky with that, and nothing got hit and nothing's leaking, at least fluid wise, other than the transfer case, of course. But I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, looks pretty good under here, can't really complain. But yeah, I guess that's all the damage around the truck. Seen better days, but get it all figured out. But yeah, here's that bumper damage. This taillight right here. But this bed also has damage on this side. Nice rip. Bumper pushed into it. Taillight's completely messed up. Other than that, the size is not too bad. But yeah. The side of the cab's okay. But yeah, we'll just have to get to work. I think I got my hands full here. Let me know what you think. Is this thing repairable in your eyes? But yeah, just have to go ahead and start getting some parts in and trying to get this thing rolling. Go ahead and be on the lookout for the next part where we'll finally actually start getting to work on this thing. Thanks for watching.